Before we get into this video, I just want to note 132 builds. Still no Fritz Rumi. Still no Admiral Hipper meta. Ugh. Time unknown. Location unknown. Jinsu, can you hear me? Helena closed her eyes, deep in thought. Is that you, Helena? Have you already solved your problem? Let's start with yours. What's the situation? Nagato and Hiei from Test Site Beta are back to normal, but we can't leave Camelot. Well, I happen to know why. Test Site Beta has moved somewhere. Did you say it moved? The Empress did it. She was plotting this whole time. There's nothing outside of Camelot. That's why you can't leave. I'm guessing you don't know where Beta is either. Yes, she's really done it this time. But I think we owe D a debt of gratitude. Activate the communicators you left to maintain a connection with Test Site Beta. Don't cut comms with me, either. Going to trace it backward? Left on in less than 72 system hours. Also, let the Elizabeth know to pass this message over to our two... Message on to our two whale hunters. Don't want to be homeless when you return. You'd best start analyzing now. Someone's awfully caring today. I'm just returning a favor. Anyway, that's about it. Let's be careful with this. Alda muted the communication channel and turned her attention to a different panel. The core of the big test site. A perfect place to serve as observers' new habitat. This surprise will really knock you out. Coordinates traced. Switching to capture mode. Let's get down to business. Sardegna Empire. Former World Expo venue. Hang on. Sardegna Empire. Former World Expo venue. Sakura Empire Pavilion. A day had passed since the Sakurans had arrived at their pavilion. Thanks to everyone's coordinated efforts, the recording and repairing of the rupture was proceeding smoothly. A barrier for Kaga had been raised, and she was performing the final preparations by herself. Despite the situation at hand, some still found the time to rest in chats. Now that's every story I have about the commander. The Long Island defense line to the Bermuda Sea, to the counteroffensive in the NA Ocean. There was also the World Expo incident, the battle inside Naraka that was just fought. The commander really has fought alongside the Eagle Union in many, many places. Yeah, I suppose so. Helena's fought under the commander for a long time. I might have fought just a teensy bit longer, though. Ah, that gives you bragging rights amongst all the groupies. Am I supposed to act jealous now? You. Make such a big deal. All I've done is nearly end the world and make the commander weep for you. Then you had to be rescued. It's true. I made a great mistake and caused much trouble for the commander. Despite that, the commander saved me, and even accepted my obsessions. I'm ready to give up anything for that person. Even my own life. Can you say the same? You still nearly ended the world as we know it, and the commander along with it. That is precisely why the love of my heart must burn hotter than everyone else's. Memphis could only roll her eyes at the audacity. My, what's this lively conversation about? A voice spoke out, and a beam of light shot into the pavilion, assuming the form of a ship girl. Who are you? Linzen? What brings you here? I heard you talking about the commander, so I thought I should share an old story of mine. A story with us to share, have you? Yes, long ago, the Naval Academy delegation paid a visit to our homeland. It's about a person who feared not getting lost. A person who passed through countless barriers and paths to reach me. I don't know if that's about the Unzen event or not, because I skipped that, because I was, not too interested, I'm gonna be honest. I wish this event tile scrolled a little bit faster. When the light fades, the bright classroom again appears before my eyes. Madam M's classroom. I'm back again, aren't I? Present in the mental anguish of experiencing death firsthand, I survey my surroundings. As suspected, the purple-haired lady stands at the podium. I am sorry. One second. Okay. So, did you enjoy the second search? Despite all my caution, I fell right at the finish line. Not enough information, I take it? Just like when we were raiding our counterattack, the extra dimensionals caught us in a trap. There has to be a leader playing their actions, but who? You know I'm not going to tell you. Figures. A sigh escapes my lips over her stubborn attitude. Same time, I noticed there's this girl in white clothes sitting next to my desk. Did you remember anything? She speaks to me with innocent curiosity in her eyes. Her presence here feels unbelievably natural, like she's been here from the very start. Yes, some things at least. Good. There's a tiny change in her expression just for a moment. It's a smile. Back on topic. We're going to talk about you. I still have so many questions for you. You don't give up, do you? Even when you know I'm not going to answer. I'm well aware they won't give me straight answers. I just want to discuss them with you. Well, that I can do. What's on your mind, then? Now, this is only a theory, but assuming that everything I experience is real, what happens to the world the moment I leave it? After going back in time to make a new choice, that is. Perhaps it naturally develops into another possibility. Perhaps it all vanishes into nothingness. Those two couldn't be any more different. Wait, let me guess. They're the same, aren't they? Correct, they are. Because the moment you made your choice, the world thereafter became real from your perspective. As for the other, branching outcomes, they were devoted to mere possibilities. Perhaps they are possible, perhaps they aren't. They may continue past that point, or they may cease right there and then. What difference does it make to you, as one who lives in certainty? You're afraid of people other than me. What about that? My choice caused the world to deviate toward another branch that I cannot observe. How do other people perceive this branch? Other people, of course. Okay, let's take the girls from the Resistance as an example. Their existence in and of itself is simply one possibility. Discussing what-ifs about them is meaningless. They're simply one possibility? What does that make you, then? If you're saying only outside observers are worth discussion, then there's two of us. You've been observing them, too. Not quite. I've only been observing you in the immediate space around you. Aha. I wonder if you want to observe the past again. If you like doing that, then I'll do it. But no matter I see or have seen, it means nothing to you. What ifs, that is, possibilities, mean nothing compared to established facts. Let's put the whole this as meaning this doesn't talk to rest. You can observe infinite possible worlds while I cannot. What I'm wondering is, can I only move down a path made up of certainties? I see what you were going for now. Frankly, I underestimated you. I thought so. Secret to that ability of yours lies in the anti-choose system. That world, it's a test site, isn't it? That's why it can be observed. Madam M is an arbiter. While she either confirms or denies my statements, her lips seem to stiffen a little. Possibilities are endless and ideally predicted. Throw an outside observer into the mix, though, and the possibilities converge, become facts, and gain meaning. That is why the Anti-Jews came up with test sites. Every test site is recorded in their system once they intervene at specific points in time. What's more, every test site continues being monitored even after Antiochus' departure, thanks to the presence of their creations. Any given branch is parallel possibility, until Antiochus arrives to make it their test site, thus making it definite, real, and meaningful. Am I correct? Not completely. Is it not just the test sites? Is there something else that you observe? Oh, now I get it. That's why you've been observing me. Every time I arrive at the truth, new possibilities are made definite, thus creating test sites. Is that it? See? As long as you're given an environment to think in, you can make one discovery after the next, no? Discussion time is over. Now it's time to make your next choice. Do you want to continue? I do. For their sake.